Cherry Cherry! Hello everyone, hello! And welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. I know I am. And now, I know I haven't been streaming them as much as usual this week. I just felt a bit tired. You know how it is, sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a break. Plus, this was kind of a slow week in terms of gacha content, so my usual go-to really wasn't an option. Regardless. Oh yeah, it is a lot better. It's gotten better. I think I was just in a bit of a mood slump the last couple days. Now I'm feeling a lot better. I think and also just because the weather shifted, and when the weather shifts, that sometimes makes me feel a bit lethargic. But still, let's get right back to Silksong. Haven't actually played since last time, so I'll pack. Hey Scar! Hey Scar, welcome to the stream. Just turn the remote. Go. Remote is on. Good. Now, as the name implies, today is Heartseeker, meaning we have a few things we have to focus on. Specifically, we're mostly focusing on getting these hearts, just getting as many of these as possible. It happens in some people a lot more sense. Yeah, true enough. Some people are more sensitive than others. But now I'm going to try something with the Vault Vessels. Well, specifically because these cause a bit of an AoE. And I think that might be useful in this scenario. I'm just sort of experimenting, and I know I have to get good to really... You're not going to fall for that. I just kind of have to get good. The only things left to get stronger is doing the Sprint Master Challenge and beating the one final game in Fleetopia to get the nail upgrade. Which, hopefully I'll do eventually, but for now, I'm just going to continue to try and get good. Just gotta get back in the swing of things. Acknowledge I'm thinking that if I start feeling frustrated, I'd take a breather, maybe go do the flea mini games, maybe do something else for a little bit. But possibly at the end of the day, it's just I just need to practice and get good. Face me! Face me! Okay, that wasn't the best of ideas, especially doing these fuckers. Okay. One. Okay. Okay. Not the best showing I could have done there, but better than nothing. Not the worst. Okay, good. Still, at least that's one. floor 1. Let's do floor 2. Okay. Oh, so that's how those work. Alright, big guy. Next up. Okay. Go and jump. Heal up. Okay. Dodge. Not perfect. Why is that? Okay. Okay, two big guys now. Okay. Now one big guy. Alright. Alright. Ow! Ow! Okay, that was unfair. That was an unfair one. Okay. I should not have relaxed until I was perfectly safe. Okay. Still. Up to floor 3. Up to floor 3. I know there's a shortcut that I can open a shortcut somewhere around after one of these gauntlets. It's gotta. Okay, I almost have enough to heal up again. Okay. Okay, I'm back up full health. That means I am more likely to survive this next one. I believe I just need to get through this one to get to a checkpoint. The main thing is I don't stuff this up. Okay, don't panic. Focus. Okay, what's next? What's next? This is completely new territory. Completely new territory here. Okay. Okay, I see his attack patterns now. Alright, at least that worked. Big guy? Okay, it's heal wave. Okay, big guy. No, fuck. Darn it. Yeah, I do appreciate they give break waves. I appreciate that they do it. Doesn't help that... Okay, this weapon is not what I need here. I do appreciate they give break waves for you, that allow you to recover and generally just get... Not get better, but refill your silk. I'm just the type of person that loves the silk shot. It's... So yeah, I don't... Those boluses weren't really what I needed there. They're good for big, slower enemies, but not really the crowd control I need. Still, I got further this time. That's the main thing. I'm getting better at fighting these guys. It's always a case of just knowledge, in my opinion. The more knowledge I have, the better I am at fighting them and beating them. Heal. Hi. And then sometimes there are those waves where I just completely job things. Back into the breach. Although I will say, if I was one of those mad lads that were going for a 100% Steel Soul run, the fact that the final 3 required bosses are all... Go back up to the top. The final 3 required bosses are all something that you basically can't lose the Steel Soul run to because they're all all in dreams is kind of nice if I was ever doing a Steel Soul run. I'm not one of those mad lads. Okay, that's better performance. I hate those guys, so I... Healed up. Alright, first wave, done. Again, I probably could have done better there, but oh well. Oh well, just have to stomach it and do better this time. And let's do this. Alright, next wave is the big guy. Next. Now it's the big guy. Oh, I remember that. That's a thing. Okay. Be safe. Be safe. Alright. Heal up? Okay, now I can be a bit more aggressive. Next up, confirm. All right. Alright, did not as clean as the first time, but at least I got there here with most of my life. 1 second. Calm down, Sin. Okay. Hey, let's bit higher, bit further. Alright, I have 1 heal in stock now, so that at least will make things a bit safer. Plus, I can still use some silk. Okay. One thing that I'm definitely getting better at is using the silk line. A tip which I read about for endgame content is to use silk line rather than dashing as my main means of closing distance. Alright, let's do this. Healed up. Okay. Okay, mostly good there. Okay, that's a kryptonite. All right. Now what? Okay, almost there. Darn it! I felt like I'm so close. I'm getting better. I'm getting better, though. Although I'm going to have to acknowledge Silk Shot is not the tool for this fight. Pins, shards, knives. Plasmium for just for some safety HP. Let's try channeling our father, the Pale King. Let's try channeling our father, the Pale King, and just throw buzzsaws at them. I don't know what you mean. But this is basically just one of those cases where you just kind of have to do the grind. And I'm not good at these games, as you can tell. And this is just one of those cases where you gotta learn. You gotta practice, you gotta learn, you gotta get better. Just gotta learn. Wrong one. Like, you gotta learn to use those properly. Out. Just got to keep going at it. At this point, there's not really much I can do to make myself stronger. Technically, I have some cheese builds available that I could try, but it wouldn't feel right if I just cheesed through this with such a build. Instead, I just gotta get better and know when to use my skills. Like, for example... Sometimes I can just be utterly incompetent, though. Like that. Like that. Like that. Okay, I'm just acknowledging where my flaws are. So this tool is definitely useless here. Alright, let's break out the sting shards. I have to acknowledge when a tool is good, when a tool is bad. Still, honestly, I'm having fun here. I feel myself getting better here and there. I just need to stop screwing up sometimes. But let's continue. Those guys taken out at least. Left. Alright, that's one. Thanks. I'm trying my best. It's just all about... It's just all about getting the right moments. Finding the openings, getting better, and just generally improving. And then I just get incompetent moments like that, somehow. Let me just think here. Maybe I'm gonna try swapping around what skill I'm using, because this is good for area. Oh yeah, I got House of Spiders Ryoshu. I did a run with her yesterday, and my god, is she utterly broken. Like, my god, is she broken. And her House of Spiders Ryoshu is the most hilarious and funny unit to use. Built to solo, made to murder. Exactly. I can't wait to get more House of Spiders IDs, just so I can just have her cleave through more of the team. I'm gonna try with this different setup here. See if this skill and tool setup works better. This might actually work. Alright. Oh, that went better than usual. Well, honestly, that went pretty well, all things considered. Maybe I used a few more throwing knives than I needed to, but who cares? They worked. Round 2. Fight me, bitch! I think I'm like this with the ability to reposition. That's the problem, though. Those fuckers. Okay, I'm liking that because it allows me to reposition. I don't think that's quite as good there. Maybe I'll try this one instead and break out the more OP curve sickle. The main thing is I think that my biggest issue is always going to be the flying enemies. I can deal with the ground-bound ones fairly easily, but when they start flying around, that's when I start having issues. Especially those drill bastards. Just, I hate those drill bastards. Let's see if this works properly. Okay, not as good as the usual ones. Not as good as the usual run, but better than nothing. Okay, next up. Yeah, okay, I healed up. Bugger. Bugger. Okay, I'm seeing where I'm doing better and where I'm doing worse. So I think this is the best one so far as I can tell. This one is working. I think at the end of the day, though, I'm a needle fighter. When I try to use the tools, it just doesn't seem to work out for me. So I'm going to go in there with the Plasmium Vial as a means to have extra health if need be. What? Really? Let me see here. That's strange. It should be... No, it says my bitrate's being terrible at the moment for some reason. It says my bitrate's low, though. I don't know why. It should be fine. It says it's fine on my end. I'll just have to continue playing. Nothing I seem to be able to do to fix this, so just gotta continue and go from here. I forget, what's in this direction? Oh. Okay, well, unfortunate there, but I think that just happens sometimes with technical difficulties, especially when the internet is concerned. Alright, let's try it this time. I definitely think that I'm best when I focus on needlework rather than trying to weave in tools. Alright. Okay, that's better. Right. Let me check Twitch again. I just want to check Twitch. Okay, bitrate should be improved. I don't know why, but it looks like the bitrate dropped for a sec. Dropped very low for some reason. Alright, let's do next one. Alright, check for health. Alright, next round. Okay, healed. Alright. Alright, next up is the big guy. Healed up. Those guys taken care of. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's round 2. That's round 2 taken care of. Now we're up to round 3. This is the hard section, everyone. Just need to get through this one. Just need to get through this one. No, I'm so close. Come on, Sin Systems. You can do it. Final 2 hearts. Final 2. This is, you have to get this heart, then it's Carmelita. Face me! Did not intend to do that, but that works too. Okay, now for this guy. Now for this guy. Now they know that. Right, big guy. Okay. Darn it. I choke. I keep choking on that floor. Keep choking. But I can do this. Even if I have to continue running my head into this for over an hour, I'm going to beat at least one of these. I want to at least take out the... My goal for this stream is to get both hearts. I'm not finishing Wolf until I do. Alright, so I definitely this current Silk skill is definitely the best option. Thank you for that. Sure, it's either this Carmelita or try to get high score. Yeah, so pretty much. Those are the only real options I have for making progress. Like, I did do some flea stuff offline. Like, I did a bit of... I only have one flea game I need to beat now. But, yeah, it's basically this or Carmelita or doing flea things. Those are my only real progression options left. Alright, next one. Alright, now these bastards. Now it's the big boy. I can heal up on this guy. Heal up. Okay, this is bad news. Darn it, they overlapped and I couldn't see what one of them was doing. But, yeah, this is just a tough situation. This is sort of like the High Halls Gauntlet. I struggled a lot with that one when I first did it as well. I'm figuring out these guys' moves pretty well, but no matter what, I think that when there's a lot of them, you just sort of start to panic. Like, see, stuff like that just happens. Alright, just keep at it, keep learning, getting used to it. Yep, that's true, that's true. I just need to reach the threshold where I can beat that second... I think part of my issue is that I overthink things. I'm trying to conserve my tools too much. And I need to mostly just focus around doing what I can to kill them as quickly as possible so I don't have to deal with them. Okay, that's round 1. Round 1 taken care of. Health status not as clean as I would have preferred, but as good as I can expect. Round 2. Alright, the next one. Yeah, it's good so far, good so far. Good. One. Okay, only one guy now. Alright, good. Good, okay. Okay, that's round 2 completed. Let's do round 3. Let's get the extra silk ready. Give me some wiggle room, or at least one hit before I... Give me a little bit of wiggle room. So, this one, and no holds barred, just use everything. Okay. Okay, next up, big guy. Alright, next up. Okay. Alright. Come on, more. Oh, come on, more. What now? Oh. Okay. That's round 2. Now, according to what I've heard, there is... Ah, here it is. So now I have a way right back. I have a way right back to the beginning. Okay, I beat the gauntlet now. I beat the gauntlet. Now They say that people can miss that, but how the hell would you miss that? So now we face the Crust King himself. Or at least gauntlet number 4, and then the Crust King. I can very clearly tell this is going to be a case where the platform's going to disappear. What's next? Yep. This is surprisingly easy so far. Where's the twist? So... Okay, I see. I see why I need... So that's why you have to do that to get the Crust King's Gauntlet. Well, I'm here with 2 HP, but at least... Face me, Crust King Khan. I am basically dead. I'm just trying to get enough silk to survive. Somehow, me running... The contact damage was the worst. The contact damage was the worst part. I kept running into where he was jumping. But I opened up the shortcut, so it shouldn't take me long to get there. Probably. First, it's very clearly made to help you get the swing of things, figure out how this guy works, and... But I just kept running into where he was jumping, so that was a issue I just have to learn to deal with. So now, I skipped the gauntlets. Well, I skipped most of the gauntlets. This one's not that hard of a gauntlet. Now this one. Those guys are bastards. Okay. Now let's go to Crust King Kong with basically no HP. Let's just get the heals off from him and just judge that. All right, come. I keep running into his face. That's the problem I'm running into. He is really the master of zoning, isn't he? All right. I really have to learn. Did it! Did it! Did it! Oh! Crust King Kong has been defeated. His heart has been claimed. Our claws to crush. Our claws to rule. Our claws to save them all. Tyrant has been crushed. And... oh, well that... like, obviously the Crust King himself is not a hard boss, but... that's the encrusted heart. Now, one final heart to claim. The heart of Carmelita. Let's take a sip of water. Oh boy. Let's go to the far fields. And we shall dance this final dance, dear Carmelita. Thank you. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, water. So delicious. Now I do know the weapon I'm going to be using against her, the Tax. As a ground-based enemy, she's one of the few that has a weakness to the Tax. Now, according to this, yeah. Those guys I just love killing. They're lovely. Okay, last part to claim. One last part. I will say that that I do look forward to the DLCs, specifically for when they add a boss rush mode, because I find myself often thinking about older bosses and wanting to at least fight them again once or twice. Just fight them again once or twice and do what I can to win. Now, we enter... Dear old Carmelita. My strength, my power. Could you claim it, pale beast? Are you so strong? Let us find out together, great one. The way I like to view this situation is Carmelita is on death's door. And this is essentially Hornet allowing her to relive her glory days and face a warrior's death in battle. Because can you imagine being Carmelita? You, for who knows how long, you kept your tribe safe from the haunting, and yet in the end it wasn't enough. Now, you could keep them safe, you could unite them with your voice, but eventually the age took you. Age weakened you, and resulted in your tribe falling to the sorry state it is right now. Your music is beautiful, isn't it? Now, Garama! Okay, next one, the big boys. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Do Silk. Yeah, it would be interesting to know the culture. Now I have to focus on this fight. Okay. Well, I got to second phase on phase that time, so yes, let's see. You're literally going into their dreams with it, that she's definitely, well, fallen to Silk. Well, I wouldn't say she's fallen to Silk, because Carmelita is actually sane when we're talking to her. Honestly, I kind of want to know how they feel from a well-cultured culture. Yeah, because while we do see that they have their love of... They're very savage in their way. They're not savage without culture. They have music. They have traditions. They are a society. But they just seem... But as a society, they just fell on hard times. They couldn't... How should I put this? They just couldn't they couldn't survive. She protected them, but she's just a mortal bug. Powerful, but immortal. And she was able to keep Grandmother Silk's influence away, but mortal bugs, time is a cruel mistress. So let's give her one final battle. Yeah. Okay. Alright, fighting Carmelita now. And as usual, the second time I do it, it's always worse. But yeah, forgiven definition of mortal, something about... Yeah, like, Carmelita definitely had longevity. She definitely was longer lived than a typical bug, but time eventually took her. Her wild heart is at its last legs. I have a bit of a... This isn't quite a headcanon, but it's more of a dream, a wish. If I was to write a story of a continuation after this, I'd probably make a point that due to the Silk connection, the connection of Silk, the Scar witnessed this final battle in a dream. All the Scar dreamt this battle. They saw it. And so when they are free... Oh yeah, that was a good one. Okay. 1, 2. I know it's cheap to lay these out ahead of time. Oh, oh my! I was locked in there, and that was fun. This is, yeah, nail against nail, a dance of death. This is what I crave. Oh, you can tell I'm having fun here. I think the first time I tried fighting Carmelita, the problem I was having is I kept trying to use builds that aren't me. Yeah, I know, I was really being a hornet there. Because I think... Just 1 second. No. Yeah, I know it. I got close. I got really close there. I could feel it. But I think the reason why I'm doing so well this time is I'm using my builds. I'm using the build that I... Oh yeah, this is very much a dance. And coincidentally, this is also a fight that my preferred method of fighting, aka a complete and utter pogo addiction, is very well suited for. I love bouncing off of people, and some of the few safe spaces in Carmelita's area are right above, are very high, since she doesn't have a lot of vertical movement. Well, not vertical movement, she doesn't really have any attacks to go fully vertical. Yeah. Also, yeah, her voice is lovely. I love it. Heal, heal. Got it. Oh. Oh yeah, the sound design is impeccable with this fight. One second, I need to take off my gown, I'm getting a bit sweaty. Okay. Stretch. Stretch. Okay. I think I need to start using my technique a bit more. I still very much prefer going full silk to blade on her, but I am realizing that I do need to use my techniques a bit more. Okay, let's do this again. Carmelita, come! Face me! Also, I really should, next time I play a game like this, maybe once I play Dark Souls, well, not Dark Souls, maybe when I start my theoretical Elden Ring playthrough. No, I prefer to figure this out. If I ask for advice, you can give it to me. But I prefer to figure these things out on my own. And I'm still doing pretty good. Challenge. Well, that took them out quickly, but... now I need to get some silk to get... Darn it! Darn it! I tried to be cheeky with the pins, with attacks. Okay, I know I'm close. I feel like I'm in like a third phase there. I'm getting to the end. Garuma! Huh. Garuma! I'm on the seat. Yeah, I know it is kind of fun. That's it. No more being conservative. Okay, this is bad. One down. Well, the Carmelita, this is either going to be a very short fight or the one that clutches it. I have no idea. Yeah, this was a short fight. I had to heal right in the middle of that one. In we go again. I watched a video about fights and runbacks, and I think part of the reason why a fight like this is also very enjoyable is the fact that you can sort of just rush right back into it. There's no real run back or wait time. I can just go right back in and try again. Garuma! One down. No, they're not, you know. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Carmelita. Let's do this. Why am I doing worse? No? Calm down, Sin. First things first. Hydrate, take a sip of water. Okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Delicious. I think one thing I need to just... Whenever I'm fighting Carmelita, I'm getting too panicked with these things. I need to calm down, and most importantly, I need to start using my claw line and other silk skills a bit more. I'm too afraid of using those. Okay. Let's do this again. Carmelita! Garama! Got one. Okay. Now it's Carmelita. Take center stage, lady. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do this again. Like, there's a reason why I'm never going to be a speedrunner or play Steel Soul mode, because I would just die a lot. I'm not good at video games. But even if it takes me hours, I'm going to beat Carmelita. One. Okay. Let's do this, so... Darn it. Oh, I feel like I'm so close. I'm like, I got into the rhythm state, though. I got into the rhythm. And yeah, I need to use claw line more. Yeah, I need to use claw line more to get in close with her. Okay. Ooh. Let's end. Come on, Carmelita. Let's end our dance. Also, I think I'm starting to get to the point where entering this has used so much silk that it might be a good idea to go to the bench and just restock quickly, so I'm... Garuma! Alright, now the big boys. One. Two. Okay, now Carmelita. Heal up. You know, I get into the rhythms, then I completely stuff it up the next one. I need to stop thinking so hard. First things first, I'm gonna go make a quick pit stop back at the bench so I can restock myself. Well, no, we have to give her a proper warrior's death. If giving her a proper death as a warrior. I'm not going to sully things by not giving her what she deserves. But this is just generally a fun fight. I'm not going to... No ifs or buts about it. This is just fun fighting and lots of enjoyable things. She's giving... I'm going to... Like, I know I can go and this is... She's completely optional at this point, but I want to win this battle. I don't want to... I want to give... I don't want to finish the game with any regrets. Meaning, I want to have 100% completion. Okay, now I'm just jobbing. Why am I jobbing? Calm down. One. Well, that worked. Yep, okay, yeah, that was just me completely jobbing there. I think I'm going to make a slight build adjustment. I haven't really used this. I haven't really used the flint slate that much. Actually, and let's see if this works better. I just need to... Alright, let's do this again. Once again, Carmelita, we battle! Garama! One. Okay. Yeah, I do love Wanderer's Pogo. Wanderer's is my favorite crest of them. Alright, let's do this time, Harmony. Well, that's certain. I think this is certainly the better build for this situation because my main issue in the start point is just getting opportunities to. It's just dealing with the flying enemies. Wonder is not good with flying guys, and then after that, there's just the. Since I'm dancing with Carmelita, having the flint slate for the extra damage will probably assist me more than anything else. Like, I know the attacks probably are doing a lot of damage. Okay, now the big guys. I think, yeah, it's more efficient using this against them. Yeah, pale nails are awesome, and back into the breach. We just need to do this. I just need to enter that flow state. When I need to enter that state where me and the boss are moving. I think the key thing I need to do though is I'm once again noticing that I'm being very hesitant to use my claw line, and that's what I need. I need to use claw line a lot more. Now. Healed up? Okay, Carmelita, let's do this thing. Darn it. Okay. Let me think. I don't think Flint Slate is what I need here. While it's possibly a useful tool, it's not something I am skilled at using. I just don't... I'm not in the habit of using it properly, so let me think here. Flies maybe, because even if I accident... let's just put the plasmium vials in. Get the extra healing in. Get the extra survivability that I can potentially survive a little bit longer in the event that something goes wrong. Because there's nothing else I can actually adjust to the build, because I need long nail, these healing items are essential. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Again, I challenge thee, Carmelita. Okay, now the Scott. One down. Two down. Get a little extra HP now. Okay. Wanna fight, wanna dance? Yes, absolutely, exactly. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I see why some people have certain... Maybe... Thing. Okay, let's once again onto the breach, as they say. Yeah, she does move very, very fast. Like I can tell, I see her tells, but it's very deceptively simple and deceptively easy to make a mistake with this. Hate those guys. Alright, next up, the big boys. Alright. You against me. Have to remember. You have to. Okay. Okay, okay. I missed the pogo. I missed the pogo. Okay, I need to make some adjustments again. I don't think lifeblood is the key here. I think I had it right the first time, actually. I'm noticing that the first time when I was using the tax a lot, it was actually working a lot better. I was getting more consistently to the end phase. I think because the tax that I threw on the ground were doing a lot more damage. So I was getting a lot more instances of damage on her, and that was helping me move through the phases quicker. Alright, that's... Yeah, this is the final heart we need to claim. This is the final heart we need to claim, then. Then like, this is... Okay, Carmelita. Thank you. And down. Okay. Healed up. Okay. Heal up. What is happening chronically, but I would like to imagine Carmelita is just hanging out and sing. Well, one thing we actually do know is that people in dreams, if someone's still alive when we play the music, they are physically transported into the dream. This isn't just a dream version of Carmelita. This is the old Carmelita right here in front of us, who is now transported into the dream and where she is back in her prime. So I like to imagine this as Carmelita, specifically Carmelita with all her experience, and back in her prime body. So I'm getting to stage 2 of Carmelita, and the pale nails are working very well to deal with the big annoying boss. I'm not boss guys. The big annoying guys. The big scar guards. Oh, excuse me. I am Hornet. It's Sentinel of Hollow Nest. Okay, now the big boys. Alright, Carmelita time. Alright, let's do this. Good win, Weaver Queen. Well, we don't know much about how Hera fights. Like, this. Oh, you refer... Like, we don't really know much about how Hera would fight, so... It's a toss-up in that sort of scenario. Scott... because we don't know anything about Hera, just that she was the Weaver Queen of Hallownest, and that she was powerful enough to get attention from the Pale King. Other than that, it's kind of a total mystery, so your guess is as good as mine, honestly. Well, I'm going to say, while I, myself, am absolutely terrible, I'd imagine that in terms of combat skills, Hornet is probably the one who's going to win. Oh, the Weaver Queen. No. Oh, no, that one is 100% the Weaver Queen. That's the bad ending where Hornet becomes the new Tyrant God. So that one would just be a bad ending. One mode, Heal up. One-third, 3/4 pale being. Okay, I'm going to make a slight build adjustment. I'm thinking... making a slight build adjustment here. Let me think here. Is the extra safety needed? I'm not going close enough, so... I'm going to try this without multi-buying, but I'm going to put on the Scar Mask because maybe all I need is just a little bit of a safety net. Plus, I think I have this bad habit of holding onto the heels a bit long. Alright, let's do this again. I want to at least beat her this stream. That ending... Oh, well, there's actually a tip for fighting Roll. Algorithm, if you want a tip for beating Roll, I can give it to you. It's actually hilariously simple on how to get an easy way to beat him better. Yep. Specifically a mottled Scar that was killed. And there's a very easy way to beat Roll, because there's an easy way to basically nerf most of his offensive maneuvers. Okay, now the big boys. All right. I'll tell you when... I died. Should we progress? Okay, so since I have this moment, there's a very easy way to beat Roll. It's actually kind of... So the easiest way to beat Groll is get in the water. Like, I kid you not, most of his attacks cannot hit you in the water. He literally... If you're in the water, most of his attacks do nothing. So it's actually a safe spot from most of his moves. Oh, and another one. If you can also get the Volt Vessels and other... There's another thing is equip the Volt Vessel or other electric... Oh yeah, that's a true. Another thing is get any electric tool. Because the entire bottom of the arena is water, if you throw an electric tool, it just hits everything in the arena. All the enemies. It allows you to nuke your entire way through. Yeah. Volt Vessel does a pretty good job. Alright, let's continue on now. Alright, now the big boys. Why do I always stuff something up? Alright, Carmelita, let's do this again. Oh. Oh. Okay, the scar mask that gives me a thing of safety, but I think I prefer the double bind. Because I feel that it gives... I prefer a double bind at the end of the day. Gives me a thing of safety, but I think double bind works better. Okay. Okay, once again. Unto the breach, Carmelita. Once again. I want to beat Carmelita before I finish the stream. That's my main goal. I want to finish the last 2 hearts because next stream for Silksong, I want to be the grand finale. I want to be the final battle. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to do the please as well, but like, I'm debating whether that should be off camera or not, because it's mostly just me trying a mini game over and over. Okay, now the 2 big boys. Okay. Right. You share. True enough, true enough. Ah. Bit of water. Bit of water. Okay. Okay, okay. What? Let's do it one more time. Back from the top. uh, Okay. I will say, Silksong, it's hard as nails, but it's satisfying. I know that I'm losing because I'm just not good enough just yet, but I can see the angles. I just have to find the thread. Kurama! Okay, now the two big boys. Okay. Alright, Karma Leaf, let's do this. I think I'm starting to feel the fatigue coming along. So, okay, so this is why I think this is probably where we're going to call it for today. Yeah, actually, no. No. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No. I'm not going to give up. I'm not giving up. No. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to reset my progress. I'm going to win this. I'm going to end this. I'm at the final hurdle. I'm starting to see the... No, you're right. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win this battle. Garama! Okay, now the big boys. Okay, bye. Alright, now. Okay, let's do this, Carmelita. I kind of dropped it on your guard. Do this. This will be our last dance, Carmelita. Ow, my face. I did it! Yes! Thank you, Viridian! You gave me the conviction. This was our last dance, Carmelita! Rest in peace, oh fair warrior maiden. How we hunt, how we sang. My children, I saw you. Glorious! Oh. The Hunter's Heart. That was a glorious battle. I knew I was very close. I would not be surprised if several times I was one hit away from victory. So, that was brilliant. I've gotten all the hearts. I've gotten everything to access the red memory. And I'm going to... I think Hornet needs a well-deserved break after that. Let's put everything on the shelf. Oh boy. Oh boy. So. Yep. Hornet really deserves that. So, let me think. It's been 3 hours. Oh yeah, And I think with that is an appropriate place to end off here. Actually, no, that's... Hornet deserves a nice relaxing soak in the hot tub. Because again, he deserved it. Hot tub, very good. Hot tub, very good. And speaking of relax, I think this is a good spot to finish off for tonight. Okay, next time we play, I don't know exactly when. Might be Monday, might be another Friday. Oh yeah, it has been quite the experience. Now, off camera, I'm probably going to try some of the mini games, specifically just do the Sprint Master and finish up the Fleet Quest. Then, next stream, we're turning in the hearts, we're entering in the red memory, we're getting the Everbloom, and then we're going to go down into the void. I know that's going to be the hardest boss yet, so it's going to be quite the experience. I just would like to say thank you for coming, everyone, and I appreciate that, especially to you, Viridian. I was this close to just taking a break and probably coming back later on when I'd lost my skills again. But no, I didn't. So I just would like to thank you all. Thank you all. Now, as per usual, I'm going to send you guys off on a raid to someone else, give them a little bit of a boost. And I just would like to say, hey, I wish everyone a wonderful day and wonderful weekend. And until next time, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, wrong button.